Last time, on our Let's Play of Mask of the Betrayer, we built the champion golem and then took him apart. We still need our souls, our special souls. We have two sort of normal souls here, which are Artesh's soul and the random soul housing we picked up. But for now, we need to find Bebtu's soul, who is the guy downstairs who apparently let somebody take out his soul so that he could hide another soul. And yeah, okay. It's pretty strange, but hey, you know. And frankly, I can go through all of these soul housings and pick it out, or I can just look at my notes and pull it up. I'll show it to you on for the dialogue there, just for the fun of it, but I'll be right back. These souls act like recordings. You put them in the viewing receptacle here. This is number 346, and you pull the lever, and you know, you can tell it's Bebtu's because, you know, he's kind of obsessive-compulsive hero worshipper. I don't know. Maybe he thinks he'll get something out of it, but this is definitely Bebtu's soul, number 346. So I'm going to head back down to the Soulless Ward and hand it back to him. Here we are back at Bebtu, and he gives you Oku. You gain some influence with Oku for successfully giving his back. And he also gives you a promissory note, which can be used to restore. Essentially, I can check 2 souls out at any given time, and I have a soul checked out at this point. So, I'm actually gonna go back through the headmistress's tower and meet you back at the library. I'm gonna rest. Back at the repository, we can talk to the caretaker here, and we can verify our work order, and we can also verify, you know, use the promissory note to get our soul back. We also need soul housing number 127 and soul housing number 91, which are our 2 souls for our next little experiment involving Poroset, the Forge, and fusing. And okay. Oh, you have to talk to him first to set up the script to do this. You can't put them in and then talk to him. And we get the fused soul. And he also gives you a couple promissory notes. So let's hand in our promissory notes so that we can check out one more student soul, so we can pay off Amanjaro here. Okay, and the student soul is number 184. 223 doesn't work. I don't know who it is, frankly. But let's head back downstairs and pay off the devils and get our souls. Okay, we have brought the soul they asked for. And they're complaining that it was done artificially. And they complain that our use of trickery is cheap and despicable. But they're devils, so I guess, you know, they give it, so now they get to receive it. No one bargains with the devil just once, and we always come out ahead in the final transaction. Okay, final transaction just coming up. And hand in, and they say you've bought possession of the soul, not redemption. So Jarrow's still heading back down to the hells when we're done with him. Too bad for him, but hey, you know, he's really kind of useless. I mean, he's a party member, so of course I'm not going to use him. But I'm just doing this because it's here. And it's, worth XP. And you can kind of talk about the plot of the last game. I'm not going to bother doing that because, well, the last game's plot was really dumb. And you can ask him if you've... And you can, attempt to convince him by, various noble and righteous, but this is, this is Amanjaro. He's not a real good person. So we're going to just sort of say, well, you owe us one, bub. Anyway, that's the last thing we're going to do down here. I'll meet you back in the headmistress's tower. Not surprisingly, when you finish this area, they throw a big fight at you, so I'm going to cast a couple short duration buffs. Just because I have no idea what's coming at all. No clue. Yeah, of course I'm completely kidding. I know exactly what's going to happen. But, anyway, it tells us about the souls, and we can place the soul, all 4 in the sockets. And we have company.
There. The door is finally open, Araman. We have waited and done all you asked.
Araman, I owe you the wages of your treachery.
I told you the girl doesn't deserve this. We do it quickly and mercifully or I'll have no part.
That's Jaffe.
Wait.
No, a chance to turn back from folly. It is a warning I should have been strong enough to give before we marched through the Black Gate. Do you know my face? The face of a brother who once ran laughing in your wake? My smiles have faded, and your face has changed many times. But something of you must still remain.
Yeah, more or less what he's telling us is that we are Akachi. We are the betrayer, and we were the one cursed by Merkel, and it all kind of makes sense. If you hadn't figured it out by now.
Not the memories of this mask you now wear, but they are yours, yes.
What lunacy? Araman, what is this? With respect, I see no reason to play yet more games with...
Turn away. Cast your eyes back to Rashaman, to home. Leave this place now, and none will hinder you. Beyond that door you may find truth, but also folly. A folly that will sunder the plains and render meaningless all that you have suffered.
Okay. That's nice, but we really don't like this hunger thing.
You are the hunger. The rest is a garment to be worn and cast away. But if you are intent upon this, then I cannot protect you any further. My fight is not with you.
He is mad. Madder than Nephris ever was. Come, let's make an end to this before he changes his mind.
Master Jaffe, please. You and I, we live with Thayan ambition and treachery all around us. It taints our actions. But I know that our friendship was never a lie.
Perhaps, my dear, but
I know you stood by, watched as they murdered my mother. I know you must think that condemns you to their side, but it doesn't. They would have killed you for opposing them. You are the same man who comforted a frightened girl, terrified of the voices in her mind, and taught her to craft little chattering creatures of twigs and clay, real voices to drown out the false.
You shame me, my dear. Surviving has become a habit. If I am to break it, you are the best of reasons.
Fine. We'll appoint another in your place, Jaffe. A wizard with more sense and fewer wrinkles.
Now, this is quite the group of wizards. However, wizards tend to have poor fortitude saves, so let's see what Vampiric Feast does to them. Yeah, I didn't kill all of them, but let's just say that was a good opening shot. They also tend to have poor reflex saves, so let's see what they do when they're blind. And now that we've crippled them, let's just move on to... Actually, for variety, I'm going to use Horrid Wilting. And kill Master Deb there. I'm actually half tempted to leave that Earth Elemental alive, just from the standpoint of I might want to eat it. But okay. Jaffe more or less promises to, you know, if anyone heard that, go finish him off. Alright, I'm gonna clean up. And for what, 5 or 6 high-level wizards, we get a quarterstaff +5 and a rod of reversal? It's pretty depressing. I'm gonna rest up before continuing, even though I have a lot of spells left. There's not a lot of opportunity to rest in the next area. That's it for this video. Next time, Beyond the Four Soul Door.